Have you ever spent way too much time trying to find the right reverb for your sound? Let me introduce you to your one-stop shop for all your reverb processing needs, the new iZotope Equinox Reverb plugin. Combining the iZotope technology you're already familiar with, like Unmask, with the immersive, natural and exciting reverbs in Stratus and Symphony by Exponential Audio, iZotope's Equinox has everything you need to achieve the space and character that your track requires, with powerful processing capabilities for a fast and enjoyable workflow. Let's take a closer look at how you can use this in your productions. As always, the link is in description for you to download a free trial and follow along with this video. When it comes to choosing the right reverb for a song that I'm either producing or mixing, I like to think of the space that I want to create, whether that's an intimate room, a large and reverberant concert hall, or something really unconventional and experimental. iZotope's Equinox makes it really easy for me to find exactly what I'm looking for by narrowing down my search to specific characteristics, and then I can customize this sound to my liking and really make it my own. And there are endless ways that you can fine-tune your reverb. For example, I can control the reverb attack and early reflections, manipulate the early reflection and reverb gain, make it brighter or darker, or change the reverb type. There are so many parameters here to play with that you will recognize from Exponential Audio or even Neoverb. However, if you're unsure, simply switch on the tooltips and these will tell you exactly how you can use each parameter. You'll notice that adding reverb to your track can create a buildup of low and high frequencies, so the input filter within Equinox makes it really easy for me to add a low pass or high pass filter and also add notch EQ for any other problem frequencies. You might already be familiar with Unmask technology in our Aurora and Cascadia plugins, but now it's also included in Equinox. The difference here is that it can be used in surround and immersive formats.
Drifting away, moving apart, never stopping, never hoped it to start. Oh, drifting away, moving apart, never stopping, never hoped it to start. Oh,
By enabling Unmask, the reverb will seamlessly duck the frequencies that are clashing with the input source for a clean and polished sound that doesn't take away from the impact of your track. Here I can adjust the sensitivity, attack and release, the unmask amount, and also enable Delta to monitor the difference of unmask processing. Do you want even more ways to control reverb in your mix? Let's take a look at tail suppression and gates, which are included in Equinox. Tail suppression is one of my favorite ways to use reverb in my mix. This way the reverb ducks out the way while the vocal is present, leaving a lush tail at the end. Usually I would set this up with a compressor and use the vocal as my sidechain input, but I don't need to do all of that extra processing with Equinox. I can simply enable it by opening the tail parameter and adjusting it accordingly.
drifting away, moving apart, never stopping, never hoped it to start. Oh, drifting away, moving apart, never stopping, never hoped it to start. Oh.
Another popular reverb technique is the gated reverb, which creates exciting bursts of reverb and cuts off the decay, and this is often used on snare drums. Again, this is something we can easily set up from the Equinox plugin by using the gate controls. Pre-delay can help you separate the wet signal from the dry by adding a slight delay before the reverb comes in. Now, instead of timing my pre-delay using milliseconds or ratio, I can time it using note lengths that will perfectly align with the BPM of my track. On this channel, we have talked a lot about creative processing techniques for your time-based effect. And now you can apply many of the same techniques straight from the Equinox plugin thanks to the improved user interface. I can add drive, saturation, and distortion to my reverb. Control and shape the dynamics of the reverb by enabling warp processing. And I can also create interesting and captivating drone effects by enabling the freeze function. The possibilities here are endless for mixing and production, plus Equinox is the perfect solution for film production and immersive and surround audio applications. I hope you enjoyed this video on reverb processing techniques and the new Equinox plugin. Drop a comment below and let me know what are your favorite ways to process your reverb. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe to iZotope YouTube for more mixing and production tips and tricks.